Hi, I'm pleased to be joined by Travis Stone, the voice of the Kentucky Derby. Travis is filling in for this 3-day stand at Colonial Downs for Jason Beam. Travis, you called the races yesterday, Thursday. Tell us about calling the races at Colonial, the challenges being here.
One of the challenges, I haven't called races since November when Churchill closed, so the voice, we're worried about that. You can't see it, but we're pretty obstructed here on the dirt course. There's windows that pop up for the cameras, and so when they turn in, I have to sort of duck and dodge and weave and try and see around those windowsills a little bit, which is challenging. Each race, I'm trying to figure out, like, what's my pattern here, and I'm running out of races because we're already to Friday, and I haven't figured out when to go up and down, but we'll get there.
All right. And, the Kentucky Derby Challenge Series, it was inaugurated in 2013, basically a points qualifying system for the Kentucky Derby. Have you had an opportunity to call it a points race?
Obviously, the 2-year-old races at Churchill in the fall. I did call a few points races at Aqueduct when I called there in the winters, but for the most part, no. This is a first for me, so looking forward to that.
And how many years have you been the voice of the Kentucky Derby? How many Kentucky Derbys have you called?
2015 was my first, so that makes 10. This will be 11 this year, so that time flies.
And do you have a favorite one?
You know, I get asked that a lot. And every year, like, you know, you're just like, oh, here's another good one. But last year was really special. I mean, that was just a wild race. They turned for home. There were 10 horses in the binoculars. Seeing Brian Hernandez, a local Louisville rider, obviously rides in Louisiana too, but I've been watching him ride at Churchill for 10 years. I always felt like he was the most underrated rider on the circuit. To see him get that big weekend for him was cool. And, I mean, who can top that drama?
That was really a historic race. I mean, closest finish ever.
Yeah, I mean, and I think if you run that race 10 times, I think Forever Young wins some of them, and I think Sierra Leone wins some of them too. So it's just, and that's what's so great about the Derby, right, is that you just never know, and things have to shake out your way. Not only do you have to get to the race, then it has to go your way in the race, and that's why it's the Derby.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, and best of luck calling races this weekend in Colonial.
Thank you. Good luck to you too.